It took 35 submissions before I got my first female sending a video in, so here we go. Thank you, Johnny. This is good. One of the first things my original coach, Les Walters, told me was we need to teach you to ski like a girl. And he also made me stop watching all the dudes on the internet. I used to watch Jamie Busheen on repeat, and he told me to start watching the girls. I remember watching April Coble-Ella and Natalie Hemrick and really learning from them because it's sort of a lot easier to learn from the girls. The guys all seem to have some crazy aspect to their skiing. You know, if you go watching someone like Sasha Deskuhn, it's really difficult to emulate the knee drop that he does. And I was always watching Jamie Busheen, who does a similar knee drop to Sasha Deskuhn, funnily enough, but I'm not capable of that. A lot of the girls have a lot less variation between their skiing styles, so it's much easier to sort of understand the fundamentals by watching girls ski. I did get a question a while back about the differences between teaching guys and teaching girls. I actually have a lot to say on that, most of which was learnt from April Coble-Ella, but I might do another whole video on that, and it gets a bit tricky because you got to start talking anatomy, and I don't know, it's not really what we're doing. I'm not particularly keen on doing an anatomy course on the internet, but anyway. Johnny, this is cool to watch. So Johnny's only just started skiing, and it's very, very good skiing that she sent a video in of. My biggest complaint here is the only reason the ski is rotating in is because it's losing speed. There's a few turns here where I see you begin a little bit of rotation before the ski drops speed, but most of the time you're coming into the buoy, you're losing speed, and then when you lose speed, the ski rides deeper, and when the ski rides deeper, it bites, and then it rotates around underneath you. It's not you actively rotating that ski before it's lost speed. It's working really well here, but when we get you going to 34 miles an hour and shortening the rope, you're going to be going into that buoy with a whole lot of speed, and you cannot rely on the ski slowing down, dropping deep enough to engage the tip and then rotating for you. You have to come into the turn with speed and begin that rotation yourself. So Johnny, when you're out there skiing next time, enjoy the speed that you've got into the turn. Maybe even do a pass where you give yourself a little more speed into the turn than what you're comfortable with, and then just see if you can go ahead and start making a turn prior to having the ski slow down. You're also sort of extending your legs a little bit into the turn to help the ski slow down. I'm not too worried about that. The main thing is that we get you going into the buoy fast and just really starting to rotate those hips and starting to sort of get a bit of slide happening in that ski before it slows down. And there's a whole heap of different ways to accomplish that, but I think by me just telling you that, you'll probably be able to go out there and start to get a bit of a power slide sort of feel approaching the buoy itself. If you sort that out, you should be well and truly on your way to running 22 off, because this is looking pretty good. The only other little comment I have is that you're locking your knee on your gate glide. You're doing a pretty good job, it all looks okay, but you can't continue to do that as the rope gets shorter because you become far too unstable in your gate glide. Alrighty, thank you all for the nice comments. I'm getting lots of encouragement to keep doing these, even though they're getting very water skier specific. I'm not sure if anyone that's not a diehard water skier would be watching these, but those that are seem to be loving them. If you want me to coach your skiing, give me a Dropbox link to your water skiing in the comments on YouTube. Alrighty crew, cheers for watching.